Sales management in a marketing context. 1. The role of selling and sales management in marketing. In an age when advancing technology has dramatically increased the speed at which goods and services can be produced and distributed and has facilitated the ease with which organizations can communicate, it is still the level of human performance that is the most variable factor in the efficient functioning of a firm with its customers. Sales operations represent this link between a firm and its customers and its most direct point of contact. Sales operations are where the action in business takes place and represent a vital revenue generating function. Today, sales operations represent not only personal selling but also a range of customer contact positions including telephone sales, customer service or technical advisors as well as traditional salespeople. The internet and the other forms of electronic communication will have a significant effect on the way sales operations are managed, and this will represent one of the great challenges for the sales manager of tomorrow. Despite the crucial importance of sales operation to the firm course in business and business management and in marketing seems at best to marginalize the subject of sales, and at worst to ignore it altogether. By contrast, in practice, it is quite different, with leading companies being fully aware that sales operations linking the firm with its customers is an area that needs to be carefully monitored and exceptionally well managed if the enterprise is to succeed. By the way of introduction, this chapter aims to help the reader understand the role of ceilings in a marketing context, define personal selling and sales management, explain the role that salespeople perform, illustrate the responsibilities involved in the management of sales operations, identify the organizational interface between sales and other functions within the firm. Consider alternative approach to studying the subject. 2. Type of selling. The fundamental purpose for which salespeople are employed is to retain existing business and win new customers. This purpose involves more than mere order taking, and salespeople can be described and classified under a variety of job titles. For example, technical advisor, sales engineer, marketing representative, and consultant. Today, the trend in closer relationship between buyer and seller organization in industrial, consumer, and service firms relies to a greater extent than hitherto on the knowledge, skills, and abilities of the salespersons to create and sustain this relationship. Therefore, the way in which the selling job is conducted can vary greatly, and an evaluation of selling type will be studied in this chapter. The aim in this chapter is to classify different types of selling, to understand how different skills and activities may be required for different circumstances, to examine the difference between service selling and new business selling, to monitor recent change in sales jobs, in particular to appreciate the importance of merchandising, telesales, key account selling, and relationships selling. Characteristics of salespeople. Many sales management problems could be eliminated or at least mitigated if a successful sales type could be found. This would imply that successful salespeople are born, have acquired the necessary skills, or possibly have been self-taught by experience. The sales manager's task is to find such people. The 15 common characteristics. First is conscientiousness, initiative, respect, good listening skills, persistency, trainable, positive attitude, passion, resourcefulness, independent, they ask lots of questions, time management skills, personable, overachievers, always prepared. 4. Theories of selling. Selling and sales operations are considered doing activities, and salespeople And sales management can be often be heard complying that's okay in a theory but not in practice, implying the trial and error or personal experience is all that matters. This is a weak form of learning. We need to learn from others' experiences so that everyone can operate more effectively, and this is the objective of this chapter. To do this requires that we conceptualize what is we should be doing and then pursue what we done. A model of theory is therefore required. A theory is a systematically related set of statements including some law like generalizations that is empirically testable. In this chapter, we consider theory of buyer behavior, attempt to understand the complexities of buyer motivations and make comparisons between individual and organization buying behavior. We then outline the most popular theories of selling and examine the techniques and process recommended for salespeople to adopt. Remember, a theory that does not work in practice in a poor theory. Thus, there are four theories of selling. 1. First is ideas theories of personal selling. Right set of circumstance theory of selling. Buying formula theory of selling. Behavioral equation theory. That's all. Thank you.